If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling low on energy, it might not necessarily be your mindset. It might be, in fact, your environment. And this is one thing that I had a little life lesson with this week, and hence why I'm making this video. Last week, I turned 32, and I decided to change my environment. I decided to leave Kotor, where I'm currently staying in Montenegro, which is a beautiful bay, the sea, surrounded by the mountains. I've spent the last 5 weeks in the most incredible Airbnb with panoramic views, a beautiful balcony, lots of sunlight. Someone's ruining my video, beeping their horn. And I'm super grateful for that. And for some reason, I decided I wanted a change of scenery. So I moved to another city here in Montenegro, kind of a more touristy place. I booked an Airbnb, which looked, I guess, okay on the pictures. It was quite expensive. And I decided, okay, let's go and try somewhere new, get refreshed, and then when I come back here, I'll appreciate it even more. Walked into the Airbnb, instantly felt unhappy, felt a bit sad, felt a bit depressed, wanted to leave almost immediately. And I was thinking in my head, wow, I'm gonna spend my 32nd birthday in a place that I don't even like. I don't feel happy here. So there was a solution to that, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. The pictures on Airbnb sold the property, but in real life it was nothing like the pictures at all. The balcony was like this big. It was in the shade all day, and the actual place where we were staying was just nowhere near as nice as Kotor, where we are now. The place is called Budva. It's more kind of like a party type place for younger people, for tourists. It's a lot cheaper than here, which is good, but I just didn't enjoy it at all. And I don't mean to be negative. There's a little life lesson here which I want to share with all of you. And the life lesson is, as soon as I walked in that place, I wasn't happy. Now, I'm currently staying in probably one of the nicest places I've ever stayed in my life. It's called the Palace. It's an extremely old castle style building. We've got high ceilings, we've got exposed brickwork, we've got this insane balcony with a view over the mountains. You can't see them because it's decided to rain today for the first time in 5 weeks. But this place, as soon as I walked in, I felt instantly happy, I felt inspired, I felt motivated, and I literally was like in awe. I was gobsmacked at how somewhere could be so beautiful. And again, it was that contrast of going from the Airbnb, which was probably a 2 out of 10, to a 10 out of 10. And I just got my camera out straight away. I started taking pictures, I started taking videos. I even posted a reel on Instagram of just the property because I was like, this place is absolutely sick. And I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful, I'm just so lucky to be here. And this is why environment just can change the way you feel, it can change your energy, it can change your mood. It has such a huge impact on your life that you're probably not even aware of. And so if you're in the UK and you work from home or you work from your bedroom or whatever, and it's cluttered, it's messy, there's no natural light, it's cloudy every single day, it's raining every single day, you will probably feel uninspired. You won't feel your best, there's no way. So it's very important to try and find solutions to that. And if you are in the UK and you don't have any money to travel right now, there's little things that you can do. You can rearrange the furniture in your room, you can add some plants, some greenery, you can add some ambient lighting. You can go on Amazon and type in LED ambient lighting. You can play music, vibey house music. I always listen to melodic techno, lane 8, that always lifts my mood. And there's lots of things that you can do to enhance your environment and enhance your mood. You can go for morning walks when the sun's just coming up, or you can go for sunset walks and see how the lighting changes the nature around you and all of that stuff. So there are solutions, don't worry. But what I want to talk about in this video is just the huge benefits to traveling, to exploring, to changing your environment. I'm sure you all know whenever you go on holiday and you haven't been on holiday for a while, this used to be me, and you get off the plane and you get hit with that warm air, you get the smell of holiday, you see the palm trees, you see the sun, everyone's happy because they're going on vacation, they don't have to work, and it's probably one of the best feelings in the world. And if you're like me and you like to create content, you like to make videos, you like to take photos, I'm sure that as soon as you get on holiday, you're taking pictures of everything. Every night before you go out for dinner, you're all tanned, you get a picture in your nice outfit before you go to the restaurant, and you feel so good. You feel like a new person, and that's because the sun's on your skin. You're in a new environment. This is all new to you, and it's inspiring. And that's why I love to travel the world on a monthly basis, and I love to live in places that inspire me, like Montenegro, like Bali, like Ibiza. For example, another thing that kind of triggered the thought idea for this video was I was thinking back to the first time me and Cindy arrived Cindy and I arrived in Bali. We arrived very late at night, and we were staying in the rice fields in a really nice hotel. It wasn't expensive, and obviously we got there at night so we couldn't see anything. It was pitch black. We woke up at 6 a.m. with jet lag. I opened the curtains and our bed was facing the rice field. I opened the big door. The warm, moist Bali air came in. The sunlight was literally like glowing the palm trees up, and the noises were literally just insane, of all the insects, of all the creatures living inside the rice fields and in the palm trees. And I remember being like, this is absolutely insane. And it was my first time in Asia, and I had never experienced or seen anything like that before. All the different kind of shrubbery, the jungle, the coconuts, and I was just like, this is literally insane. And I felt so inspired. I got my camera straight out, and for the first month in Bali, because it was all new to me, I felt super inspired, and I wanted to share it with you guys, my audience. And my job, by the way, is to create content. That's pretty much my only job, is to create content. If I don't create content, I don't have a living, I don't make any money. I wouldn't be where I am today. It's because I make content. So for me, it's so important that wherever I'm staying, it's a nice environment, I feel inspired, I can set up my camera somewhere, the space looks nice around me, and I want to show you guys and girls where I am and what I'm up to hopefully inspire you to make the most out of your life. I think I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Like, my mission, my purpose is to inspire just normal people to get out their comfort zone, to go and try something new, to go to a new place, to experience a new culture, to climb a mountain, to run a marathon, to do something that they've never done before. That's what I feel like my purpose is, and that's what I've been thinking about a lot with this video. So yeah, having that bad experience in the Airbnb last week, luckily I was able to stay with Kane and Ellie for my actual birthday, so shout out to Kane and Ellie. And we had an amazing birthday in the end, and we ended up only spending 3 nights in that kind of shitty Airbnb. But it just, going from that to this amazing apartment just really opened my eyes and made me realize that whenever possible, wherever possible, I do this anyway, spend a little bit more money on the place that you're staying. And this can apply across kind of all areas of environment, I guess. If you're in a gym and it's got no windows, or it plays shit music, or it stinks, and it's £20 a month or whatever, if you don't enjoy your workouts, or you starting to get bored, or you're not feeling motivated in there, just go to a more expensive gym. Pay £50 or £100 a month to go to a nicer gym with a nicer environment, with more interesting people that you can speak to, that you can have coffee with, that you can have protein shakes with after the gym, that you can have conversations with in the sauna. Spending a little bit more money on your environment, on the hotel that if you're going on holiday, or the Airbnb wherever you're traveling to, just paying for a balcony, for a nicer view, for a bigger space, for a more modern space, will honestly change your life in every way. Especially if you're someone who needs to work in that space. Maybe you work online and you need to work a couple of hours a day remotely in your Airbnb before you go and enjoy your holiday. So just spend a little bit more money. Again, I learned this from Mike. Mike always kind of splashes out on the places where he's staying, wherever he's living, and it inspires me to do the same, and I never ever regret it. In fact, when we did stay in the other place in Budva, the Airbnb, which I'd probably give like a 2 out of 10, I think part of the reason that I chose to stay there was because I was trying to save a little bit of money, and in the end it was just completely not worth it. So anyway, my advice is save up some money, go travel, go and experience some new places. Maybe don't go in August because it's peak season, but wait until September, October, get a little break away and seek some new inspiration from some environment. Go climb the mountains, go put yourself in nature, go and stay in a forest, in a bungalow in the forest, or a cottage in the forest, and just stay somewhere that's completely new to you. And also, whenever you do travel to new places, you'll start to figure out which places you like, which places you enjoy, the reasons you enjoy them. For example, Ibiza, one of my favorite places in the entire world. The reason that I love Ibiza is because as soon as you step off the plane, in fact, as soon as you're coming into land, you can see Esvedra, you can see like the crazy colors, turquoise blues of the oceans, you can see the mountains, and you'll land on this tiny little island. You get the sunrise, you get the sunset, you get the moon coming up, and there's just this incredible magical feeling that you get when you land in Ibiza, and anyone who's been to Ibiza will know what that feeling's like. You come out the airport, you get in a taxi, there's house music playing on Ibiza radio, everyone's happy, everyone's in a good mood, and that feeling that you get when you arrive in Ibiza is just incomparable to anywhere else in the world. And that's what I would say, similar to Bali. Bali has its own magical feeling. Montenegro definitely has a very special feeling. But Ibiza, for me, obviously, has the best, most, I honestly can't describe it. You only know if you've been to Ibiza. And everyone used to tell me about this, and I didn't experience it until the very first time that I went to Ibiza. I landed, and I was like, wow, this place is sick. So, anyway, to finalize the video, I just want to say, when you put yourself in a nice environment, you unlock your greatest capabilities, I would say. It's like a cheat code to doing your best work, to having your best ideas, to thinking your best thoughts. And again, this, for people who are like me, who are entrepreneurs, who don't want to work 9 to 5 and who want to kind of live their best lives, having the space and the freedom and the inspiration to think about your life and to think about new ideas and new concepts. And for me, it's really important, video ideas for short form, for long form. It's really just incomparable to anywhere else. So for me, last week was a big life lesson. I wanted to share it with all of you. I'm not being ungrateful, I'm not being snobby, but I think having that contrast from staying somewhere pretty shit to staying in the best apartment probably in the area was just like, wow, that's a big little life lesson to me. And I'm still getting all of these crazy life lessons at the grand old age of 32. And also, final thought, when Cindy came in and we've got a 4-poster bed, Cindy was like, oh, I feel like a princess, I feel like a queen. And even just those words, I mean, that says it all. You want to feel like a king, you want to feel like a queen, you want to stay somewhere that makes you feel like a movie character. It's one of the best feelings in the world. So my daily life does honestly feel like a dream. And once again, I don't want to rub this in, I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but I have worked very hard for the last 8 years to be able to live in this dream. And I'm so happy that I've accomplished my goal, my biggest goal, which was to basically live on vacation and to never ever need to take a holiday or take a break from my work, because I love what I do every single day. And again, that's down to the environments and the places where I travel to and the places where I decide to live. So hopefully you get some good value out of that. And as I said, my recommendation to you is to save up a little bit of money and maybe buy some lights for your room, buy some plants for your room, move the furniture around, but most importantly, go and take a little trip. I mean, if you're flying from the UK, you can take very cheap flights to Europe on Ryanair and stay in a nice Airbnb, go somewhere that inspires you, go somewhere that's on your bucket list, spend 2 or 3 days there, shoot a load of content, take photos, take videos, don't spend too much time on social media, don't be watching the news, and just enjoy living in that unbelievably inspiring environment. So that's my thoughts for today. Just wanted to share this little video with you, and I hope it inspires you to change your environment and to make the most of your environment.